everyone, and welcome to this week's Global Business Update with TA. Germany is suffering from a flu that is spreading among the hog farms there, and as a result, being one of the biggest suppliers of pork, they are still being shut out of a lot of markets in Asia. Not a good news with Christmas around the corner. We are also seeing that Singapore indicating that they are going to give licenses to 100% digital-only banks. We have seen this happening in Hong Kong. Looks like it's becoming a trend, a more growing trend in the rest of the Asian world as well. There's a bond scare going around in China after one of the top government companies, Huawei, which is in fact the state-owned firm that is behind one of the biggest automobile makers in China, which partners with top luxury brands like BMW to manufacture those cars for Chinese market. After this company, Huawei, said they are unable to pay back some of the money they borrowed through bonds, both capital and interest, there's a huge bond scare, and now China for the first time is looking at giving an opportunity for foreign firms to come and start their financial operations directly by themselves inside China. Mind you, despite all these problems, the Chinese financial market is a $50 trillion market. Too good to miss in a time like this. We also see Disney announcing job cuts of more than 30,000 people, clearly indicating that in the world of wonder, things are not that wonderful. Especially with the pandemic and people curtailing their traveling and holiday spending, this could be a sign that of what things are to come in the future quarter for Disney as well. And on a final note, we are seeing that McDonalds is getting grilled due to their name they have used for the plant-based meat. Well, people love the idea of plant-based meat, but the name they put, McPlant, has not been taken too kindly by the fans and the enthusiasts of McDonald's. In fact, they all want that name change. There's a huge uproar on Twitter. Goes on to show that before big brands decide on branding and names, they need to consult what the customers actually think. That's it for this week, and no matter what business you're in, stay busy and stay profitable. Well, here is this week's special highlight for the Global Business Update, cryptocurrency. Well, we all know the craze that was there back in the 2018s, where Bitcoin, the leading cryptocurrency, reached almost $20,000, and a few months ago, in fact, it was really reeling at somewhere around $3,000. But guess what? In the recent week, we saw cryptocurrency going almost up to $19,511, quite close to some of the earlier records. But we saw in the past few days, there's a huge drop in the prices. Bitcoin, the leading cryptocurrency, dropped by almost 14%, and some other cryptocurrencies have dropped by sometimes 17 or even a higher percentage. What's happening here is that as the trend keeps rising, yes, some people are selling it off, and as a result, they're trying to make an exit with that increased money they have. So that leads to a bit of cooling off in the market. There is also some regulation concerns as more and more countries make statements about trying to regulate this cryptocurrency. Remember, this is uncharted, unfamiliar territory for a lot of regulators in the world still. A lot of people thought that cryptocurrencies are gone after the drop that happened last year, but looks like with more emphasis on digital payments, cryptocurrency is making its way back. And another reason for this drop could be identified as more of a correction. We saw the abnormal growth in the cryptocurrency prices, but now with more people getting skeptic and some people getting a little worried about even a small drop or change in the cryptocurrency pricing, they begin to sell it off, and as a result, we can see after that abnormal growth, this in fact could be more of an averaging out or a correction, which we see not only with cryptocurrency but even with sometimes with stocks and shares. Hope you found this to be useful. If you're investing in cryptocurrency, do your due diligence, do the right research, speak to the right experts, get the opinion. It's not something to play with. There's money to be made, but you need to do it carefully. I'll see you with the next week's episode.